the pixels glow. Every stream, every episode is its pride. I still stay home. Swap the tech, we make it go.
Yo, yo, yo! It's Lock Tech in here. Am I live? I think I'm live. I have no idea if anyone's watching. Hope he's better at fixing. What's up, Ron Rigo? Alright, I think I'm live. Not sure how many people I got in here, but today on our bench, I got some new equipment today, or actually came in the other day. We got, you can see on, how do I point to the side of the screen? There it is. We got a multimeter and power supply on screen display. We're going to show that off real quick. I got let's see if I can reach it into the screen here. So came from AliExpress, the OWON XDM 1241, about 100 bucks. Not sure how I feel about it yet. I'm still used to my old meter, but oh yeah, hold on. It's still got this on it. Let's take that off. There you go. I was waiting to go live to take that off for you guys. What's up, Chlor Slug? Missed you guys. I took a few days off. I was sick for a few days. I was hoping to get on last week and then all of a sudden I caught something, and I was not feeling good for about 4 or 5 days. So it'd be nice to get on at least once a week. But I still have this is the PlayStation 5 that I worked on before. Have not fixed it yet. I'm still trying to figure out what's wrong with it. I'll show you in a minute here, because now you guys could see the power supply. So I'm gonna put 12 volts, 0.5 amps into it, and watch. As you can see, it goes up to 287, and it's gonna hang there for about 15 seconds maybe. I think it hangs longer the colder the board is. But while that's hanging there, this is wow, that looks. So again, this is Mainboard Medic sent me this. I bought it off them, $100. On the screen you can see it looks weird, but it does not look weird in real time. So ignore that. That looks normal to me. But we got this on there too. Look at that. Boom. So if you've watched JFix's video a couple weeks ago, he was mentioning this. All it is a thing there. We got a Raspberry Pi in there. We got the input from my power supply, and then the output wires going to my board here. So that finally went down. But that's pretty much it for my new toys for the week. The only thing I'll show you with this meter, if I'm in if I go to continuity mode, does it show it in there? Does it show what mode I'm in? No, it's not even connected. Give me a second. I think I lost connection. Is it connected now? Now we're connected. It's actually acting pretty weird right now. I'm gonna turn it off and back on. Takes a second to load up. Now I think let's see how we are here. So we want continuity. So threshold went to 0. I don't know how. I'll show you guys what I'm doing here. So when I started up, this threshold, it went to, put it at 0.2, I think, is what I want. It's hard for you guys to see that. You glad I saved the peels? I figured somebody would appreciate that. There we go. All right. Now you guys can hear the beep. But I feel like it's like if I touch this, so that's at a threshold of 2 ohms. Like that should be beeping there. I go to my old meter here. Go to continuity mode. Like this thing's beeping as soon as I touch this. Well, you guys can't see it. Maybe you can hear it. Let me put it over here. So if I go ground to ground, and now it's not doing it. Tell me my battery died on this thing? Alright, there we go. Beep. This is like beeping right away. Actually, let me turn the power off on this board. That probably doesn't help. And then we go to this one. Like I could touch it. I gotta hold it for just a tiny bit. Or like right there. That's like intermittent. I don't know. Could be the probes too. I don't. These are new probes. These are the mechanics probes everyone was talking about. We'll see how they work. Let's see. But enough about new equipment. On our bench tonight, I have, you can see a PS5 HDMI. I picked up a new one from Marketplace. Hopefully, I could get that one working, and I could compare voltages and stuff to this one. And that's the game plan right now, because I'm missing. I feel like I went through the Fix My app. I went through the PDF. I have all my standby voltages. I'm all of them are there. I can't find the short. I'm sure I'm probably missing a few things, but it's a learning process. So I'm gonna set this board to the side, and we are going to work on a PS5 that I got from a Marketplace. They said they bought it off of OfferUp for $350, or no, $250, and when they got it home, they plugged it in and there was no picture, nothing. And here the HDMI is really loose; it's all wiggly. So they sold it to me for $150 and told me, "Hey, the HDMI is messed up." And I said, "That's fine." So we're gonna open that up, see what's going on. So came with a controller, came with HDMI cord. So controller, HDMI cord, power cord, and it's a disc version for $150. Can't beat that. I'm gonna show you what happens when we're gonna try plugging it in, see what happens. Let me go to game capture. See if this shows up on my capture card. Oh wow, look at that. That is a wiggly PS HDMI. I don't even know if that's going to do anything. So we're going to turn it on. Turns on. Blue light. Don't know if my video capture card is connected, right? There we go. So now we're at white light. That tells me it's working. Maybe if I wiggle the HDMI. No. Alright. We're not getting anything. So we're going to turn it off. Got a little smell to it, but not bug smell. If you guys ever buy consoles off anybody, and if you could inspect it first, give it the smell test, and you will know if it has bugs in it or not. Just by an awful smell. This does not have bugs in it, so I bought a bunch of Xbox 360s a long time ago, and I learned my lesson the hard way. So I'll say once you get one that smells and you see it, you will never forget it. Now I got to figure out how to take this thing apart. I forget which way these go. Is it up or down? There we go. One side off. Well, I gotta switch my camera view, sorry. Where'd my mouse go? Why is that there? That shouldn't be there. Alright. We got one side off. Side two. I don't remember sending you to get roach infested Xboxes. I might have though. Okay. Was this a part before is the question. It looks like it was. That's not good. Let me zoom in a little here. Make a little room. Do you guys hear? Is the music playing? I think the music is. I think it was too loud last time. Let me know if it's too loud. I could turn it down. Okay. This was open before. So that void sticker, that is not good. That is not good news for me. I was hoping it wasn't open. Again, I should probably measure all these screws. I don't know where screws go. We got 16, 4/8 there. I'm just going to measure them all because I'm going to have to rewatch this probably when I put it back together. That's the same size, 16, 4/8. 6. Oh wait, that's a tiny guy in this guy. And that one is 21/4, 2.4. I don't know why they have different screws in here. Come on. It's supposed to be magnetic. Well, that's a long guy over here. And that one's 40. Let me zoom out a little. That's what what's up, Tricky? You don't need to take them out of the... Don't take what out of the case? I have no idea what I'm doing here. Oh, I see what you're saying. Leave them. I got you. So that was here. That was there. That's actually pretty smart. So loosen them and just leave them dangle. Good idea. Still kind of want to measure them. Just I'll measure them and put them back. So that one's a 40. We'll stick that guy back in. So I see there's a bunch of them with arrows on it. That usually tells you got to take those off. And that one's another little guy, 21.3. We'll put him back. It's got two right next to each other. That looks like another little guy, 16.4. Stick him in there. Wonder if this guy, I guess I gotta take the fan off. Yeah, let's do the fan. That one's a little guy, 21.4. I think I'm gonna pull them out. Again, this is the second time I'm ever taking a PlayStation 5 apart, so bear with me here. 21.5. So it looks like, are the fans all the same? No. Look at this guy. That's a really short one. Okay, so 9.4 on this corner. What the heck? That's a longer one. 29. Fans off. Almost off. Fans loose. Does this need to come out? That one's just a regular Phillips. Maybe we got a hard drive in here or something. How cool would that be? So that one's easy to remember. That's a big flathead. Only Phillips over here. What do we got? No hard drive. Would have been a nice bonus to have a hard drive in there. What am I missing here, Tricky? Okay. I feel like that's not needed yet, but we're just going to measure him. That's a tiny Phillips, 9.68. There's more screws. Also need to pull that plastic part off near the fan. Got connectors there. Okay. So you're saying this part comes off? I don't want to break it. I don't remember what I did last time. Is there... I think maybe that I should have took screws off this other side first. See screws on the other side. I think I should have did other side first. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Gave it a good pull. You were right. We got more screws. Another one here. Oh, wait, that one's already off. Somebody never put that one back on. Or did I do that one? I don't think I did. So this console could be a disaster or an easy fix. Who knows? 16.4 for that guy. Might be the wrong screw. That one was actually in pretty tight. Yeah, these actually could be all in the wrong spot. Who knows? Missing one in this corner here. It's a little guy. 16.6. Alright, so that's off. I gotta undo the fan and DVD drive. Those are connected underneath here. Maybe I should undo the DVD drive here. Is this what I gotta undo for that? No, that didn't do it. What are these tiny screws for? This black sticker, okay. Give me a second. Let me put these screws back in. I don't think they were supposed to come off. They don't want to line up. Those are these are like vibration screws or something. You just connect to these rubber pads. That black sticker, follow the wires from the black sticker. I'll get there. Okay. There we go. Sticker off. Alright, so that came off on its own. And this is the one I want to be careful with, because this is... I really don't want to rip that. There we go. Easy does it. We still have the DVD drive connected here. So just pull. I think I have to push that down. There we go. Alright. Getting somewhere. Now we got the 1,000 screws to deal with. Yeah, so look, these are supposed to be underneath those. Those are all supposed to be underneath there. Someone has definitely been in it, yes. Okay, so we got front ribbon. Those are off. Let's pull Wi-Fi card, module, antenna cables, whatever they are. Those are coming off. And now hundreds of screws. I'm going to move these screws over to the first pocket here, so I know they came off first. Those are going to be number 1 screws, and the rest of them are still on here, so thank you for that tip. I'm going to set this over here. That fan that is filthy. Do you guys see that? I'm sure you did. That's a filthy looking fan. Gonna have to clean that up. Sloth, look. What? Need to disconnect sticker. Oh, did I do that already? Yeah. Alright, thanks. I did that already. I think. Or did I mess something up? Of course, look. Alright. This got a lot of screws. I think they're all the same. So I'm not gonna measure them all, but that first one's 5'6". And I'm gonna just pop them all off. Set them next to to the one I took off, and if it's different, then I'll measure it. So the great thing about making videos while you do this is I could go back and watch where all the screws go. Maybe that's the only reason I'm making these videos. So far these screws are all the same. I am hoping that this is just an easy HDMI repair, which I've only done one of. It might have trace repair. I haven't done that yet, so I'm kind of nervous right now because I feel that HDMI port was super loose in there, and I have a feeling if it's that loose, there's probably rip pads. Unless they normally come off clean, I don't know. We're gonna find out. Oh, someone. I didn't even think of that someone tried to do the HDMI repair. Well, let's see what happens. How do I see what board? Is there a way to tell what board revision this is yet? No. I'm hoping it's the same EDM 032. I think is what my other one is. Let me see. Yeah, my other one is a EDM 032. So I'm kind of hoping it's the same thing, so I could compare voltages and stuff standby to hopefully fix that one. There's a lot of screws. Looks like an O2. Okay. You could. Oh, what is this? What is that loose? Is that just supposed to be dangling there? There's like a metal thing just dangling here. Little spacer. Is that supposed to be right there? I'm gonna put that to the side. That's for the SSD screw. Okay, so I should probably put that back in. I don't know what I did with that screw. I think it was the Phillips screw. Is that right there? Let me put that back in before I lose it. Or no, that needs to. Does that need to come out? I don't know. Yeah, Phil. Yep. Thank you. And another reason why I'm streaming this, guys, because guys like Tricky Logical here, he knows his stuff. He's helping me out. Much appreciated. Thank you. So when you stream like this, people could see what you mess up. They can see what you're doing wrong or what you're doing right. So that was on. I'm pulling that guy out anyways. All right. I'm missing this one here. Looks like he doesn't need to come out yet, but we're gonna take him out. Still same screw. Those are all. How many screws is that? Anyone count them yet? I'm sure they did. So this. That looks That connector looks okay, but this just came right off on me. I don't know if that needs to stay on there. Oh, never mind. What's up, Russie? You got Russie Russ in the house, guys. Happy birthday, buddy. It's his birthday today. If anyone wants to say happy birthday to him. Oh yeah, there's flux and stuff on there. I zoomed in on it. Stream elements. Why are you talking in my chat? How do I turn that off? Now what? What's holding you on? Do I have to pull stuff off the other side here? No, we got a glob of solder here. Look at that. There's a glob of solder just sitting there. So I got two screws back here that I didn't do. I assume they do something with the board here. That one's a long, skinny guy, 27.6. Need to just pry it up. And that's another long one. So we got two long ones back here. Yeah, now it's coming right out. So those needed to cut. I should have did those first. And then it just came right out. Oh, we're stuck on something here. So that tells me that they never pulled this off here. Okay. So they just left this on here and pried it like you said. Let me try prying it up. What did I do? How's this thing go? Yeah, Rusty, this is my second one I ever took apart. Those two back screws are for the PSU. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get this back to where it was. I don't know how this just came off. There it goes. Why is this coming off? Okay, so this just came off. I don't think I took that off on my other one before. Is that supposed to just come off that easy? Probably not. Okay. Okay, so that's out. I feel like something's holding this on yet. That's out. Yeah, it's just kind of sitting there. It'll come off. Yeah, guys, I got to get commands going where they notify me and stuff like that. I don't know how to do that yet. Rusty, I saw you did have a video on it. I think I briefly watched it, how you did all your commands and stuff. I got to go back and watch that now that I kind of have a better idea of how OBS works and stuff. Does this need to come out? No, that doesn't. All right, so that screw stays in there. He's got it. He'll figure it out. Yeah. No. Oh, look, it just came right off now. I'm scared. You ready, guys? Should I do it under the scope? We'll do it together, all right? I'm not going to look at it until it's under the scope. You ready? So here is this side. Let's flip it. I'm not looking at it. I'm going to get the scope down. Bunch of flux. Looks like, oh look, it's just not even connected. Somebody, I think this is good news, guys. This is very good news. Boom. Cap is still there. Yeah, we got all our pads. Oh no. This is very good news, guys. We're excited. Sloth is excited. We are going to heat that up and pull that off and put a new one on there. Look, I bought these a while ago. I only did one so far, and that was on the console that you just saw when I started here. And that was the first one I ever did. And I don't even know if I did it correctly, but diode readings are all good. But the console doesn't boot up, so I don't know if it's officially the right way or not. Ow, I just pinched my finger. You got it on one shot. Alright, so we're gonna heat this. Look, they got it barely soldered on. This might be a easy fix, but again, nothing is easy fix in Sloth's garage here on Sloth Tech, because we are still learning. I probably shouldn't be learning on a PS5 though. That could be my mistake here, guys. PS5 is not for learning on. But what the heck? Easy pizza. Yeah, I didn't want to say it, Russ. I didn't want to say it. You just jinxed me. So I picked up some AliExpress Gootwick. Let's see how this stuff does. I'm just gonna wick this away. Looks like I could wick this off, and instead of just heating it, it's only on by one pad there. And you guys can't see it. Why does this always come out of focus? All right, let's check out Mr. Gootwick. Gootwick. I don't know how to even say it. Is my iron on? It is. What did they use? They used lead-free solder on this. Let's get a little flux in there. Hold on. Alright. Let's get the fume extractor going. That is. Okay, maybe I gotta do the hot air. This is really on there. Iron set to 750F. And that is stuck on there now. Assistive hot air with pen. Yeah. What's up? What's up, Lead Farmer? We got Master Chef Official in here. We got some new faces here. I don't remember those names here. Assistive hot air with pen. Yeah, just use hot air till it comes off. That's what I'm gonna end up doing, guys. Cause this is. I'm gonna throw some leaded solder on there. See if that changes its properties. But that is the only leg holding this thing on. Let's get hot air in here. Now, let's see. If I could do this with tweezers and that. Can I do just hot air and wick? I don't think I've ever done this before with hot air and wick. This is probably not the right way to do this, guys. It's working. We got some here. That might be enough. So that did work. Kind of hot. We're just I'm gonna heat it up on the edge of the table and let it drop out. I don't want to, with the tip of wick, cut an angle and dip it. Okay. I'm afraid I'm gonna solder on some pins. I don't want to rip any traces. Okay, so none of them are connected. Oh, we got soldered right there. That's the one I did. We're gonna heat this up off the table. Get this cam set up. You guys can see. This guy. Now you guys can see what I'm doing. I gotta wait for this to cool down. I gotta change the tip. .480C and it'll fall right off. Yep. 480. Yeah, I don't know my correct temperatures, so I'm gonna go with what you say there. 480. Or actually, I guess I could add solder to it. I could add some lead-free or leaded solder to it rather on each pin just to make sure that it'll melt at the lower temperature, because you don't want to put as little temperature in this as possible. The metal base has a U shape to pull off. Are you kidding me? I never knew that. I see it there. It's not working though. Hold on, I have a bunch of my tips in here. Let's try this. So we got the metal base. It's got this metal thing in here. I didn't know that was there for. And this should just pull the tip off. It looks like it works. I gotta. Oh, I always keep hitting this button. Yeah, maybe I got the knockoff brand here, that because these tips go on super tight. Why is it still on? Okay. So if I line it up, that should. Nah, it's not. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Sloth is learning something new today. Sand the tip. Yeah, maybe that's what I gotta do. Alright, I gotta pull my hot air station out so I get underneath here. Alright, what'd you say? 480? That seems like a lot. Or 450, 99. Or Chris X. What's up, Chris X? 610. Is that area code? I used to be a 610 area code. Wonder if you're near where I live. And yes, I do 450C at 99% airflow with the Atten. I still got to figure out what you call this thing. All right, I'm at 450. I'm gonna go 80. We'll do baby steps here, guys. 450, 80. I'm gonna flux it up. Oh, you guys can't even see it. You guys can't see. I gotta figure this OBS stuff out. Alright, we're going from underneath. 450. 80%. I'm gonna get down on my knees here. You guys can't really see much. Can you see this? I'm pulling this chip off. There you go. We're smoking. We're off. We are off. Now it's time to clean up. On knees, praying, no pads. Tap HDMI sideways to test it. Solder. Yeah, the solder pins were already loose. Solder pins were loose to begin with. Did I lose any caps or anything there? No idea. Alright. We're going to try not to touch that. You see that little cap there? I can't see. My flux is kind of blinding me. But you see, we got a tiny cap right there. We don't want to touch that. I'm going to clean my tip. Tip is clean. I'm going to add some solder very lightly over these pads. Nope. I'm going to try and gonna move this onto my workbench so I can stabilize my hand. When you get older, you lose your stability. I don't know how you guys hold your hands so still when you guys do this. So I'm gonna brace my hand on my table now, and see how calm that is now. Here's without it, but I can't hold it still. It's always nice to hold this. I'm holding the soldering iron on my other hand or on the table. It's all about stability. Very carefully here. Actually, I'm gonna completely wick this off and start fresh is what I'm gonna do. If I could find my solder wick. So I'm just floating that right over it. I want to be careful the wick does not hit that little capacitor or what is it? I think it's a capacitor. That's a capacitor that's right there. Do not want to touch that. So I found out these tweezers are titanium. They're 2 UUL, and so far they're my favorite. I bought tweezers non-stop for like a month straight trying to find ones that I like, and I have to give props to this guy. I think they're like $7 on AliExpress. I do have them linked in my description, I believe. So if anyone wants good tweezers, check these out. Is this where I got to add hot air? And we're going to add some hot air while I do this. I have the first time I get to use this guy. I'm just going to, you guys are going to have to look at the overhead for a minute. So I bought this guy, 3D printed little connector to this, and it holds my hot air station. And it's a flexible arm. So now I can use tweezers at the same time as my hot air, at the same time as my soldering iron. I apologize if you guys can't see. But that is working like a treat. What do we got here? Just don't drop them, they bend super easy. Oh, the titanium ones, maybe. I've been very careful with these. Have not dropped them yet. Oh, we got Yeti in here. What's up, Yeti? I didn't see your comment earlier. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got the through holes cleaned up. At least I think there. No, that one looks like it might not be, but we're gonna let it go. Let's clean this up while it's warm. Kimtech wipes. Somebody got me on those. I forget what streamer it was, but I noticed a lot of people use them, and they seem to work really good. So we still got solder and those two pads. I don't know, does that look good? Or is that just flux on there? That might be just be flux. What am I using today? I have no idea what flux. Oh, I use some tacky flux. This is probably the wrong stuff to use. I just grabbed what I saw. Sorry. Let me see what it says on it. So it says SRA Tacky Flux TF 5000. That's probably not what I should be using. I need to experience more fluxes yet. I only used maybe 2 or 3 different brands, and I really can't tell what is a good brand or not. They all seem to work the same. But then you got YouTube videos. I think just recently, I think NanoFix NanoFix. If you want to see someone that actually fixes stuff, check out NanoFix. He did a review on a bunch of fluxes. He did fluxes, he did solder. I'm going to heat this up a little. And actually, I owe a big thank you to NanoFix for the last time I streamed. He was streaming right before me, and he rated my stream, and I went from 60 subscribers to 130 in one day. So, NanoFix, thank you. Appreciate it. Why do those pads not look right? Okay, so that's something. That I don't know if that's my flux or what they used before, but it's scraping off at least. I'm going to scrape all these pads real quick. Very gently. Those are good. It's got a weird oxidized layer on it. And that could have been their whole issue when they tried this before. Let me clean that up now. Cleat solder tip with copper mesh. Okay. Alright. That looks much better. Can you guys see that? Sorry. Still a little chunky on this one. There we go. Let me catch up on chat here real quick. Once you get a little more comfortable, you should really try the drop method. Saves a lot of time, and I find the easiest method. What is the drop method? Or is that that just drop it while the holes are filled. Is that what you're talking about? I think that's what I did last time. I'm gonna, like I said, these couple of these holes are still these two holes still have solder in them, so I'm gonna do that again. Yeah, we're gonna drop it here again. I guess I had my internet fixed today, guys, so hopefully I don't want to jinx it. Hopefully we don't lose any frames. Just add more solder, heat from bottom, drop it in. Gotcha. I am going to switch my flux up back to the Kimbo RMA 218 knockoff probably. And I'm going to add a little bit of solder to each pin, or pre-tin all this. Can you guys see that? Clean my tip. Tip is clean. Alright. So we're just going to leave those go. I'm gonna add some solder to those. I feel like that's like stuck solder in there from I'm just gonna fill these in too. Ow, I just burned myself. Solder was getting too small and my thumb just hit my iron. Alright, so now those are definitely lead-free solder in there. Alright, you guys ready? We are going to pre-tin a port. See if I know how to get this out of here. So Tricky, do you pre-tin the ports then too, or no? Or do you just drop it in with the board pre-tin? You mean let it solder? Yes, I meant let it. If I might have messed that up. I apologize. Yes, let it solder is what you want, guys. Yeah, pre-tin the port. That's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna do that. Alright, can you guys see what I don't know why my microscope light is not bright. But it's like super bright to me. Anybody know how to fix that? Like, I see it very clear. I look on OBS and it looks like it's dark. Anchor's not needed. Let's pre-tin. Okay, that looks good to me. We are pre-tin. Okay, we are hanging off the table. Move this cam. That doesn't really help much, guys, but whatever. I feel like it's really blurry. Maybe I might have hit... There we go. Now you guys can see better. I apologize. I might have hit the focus on my C-mount camera here. Alright. So I do not have a polarized lens. So I guess I'm going to do the same thing as before. 480, 80%. Just same thing I did to take it off, I assume, right? And I'm going to get this prepared with my tweezers. Maybe I should... There we go. So I got a little pair of pliers here instead of my tweezers. Now I could grab this a little better. We'll see how that works out. But we are pre-tinned, we are fluxed. We're ready to go. I'm gonna actually do this one while looking at the microscope now. I'm gonna hold it. I am at 450, 80%, and I'm probably maybe a ½ inch away from the port here. And what we are looking for is for these holes to liquefy. And there goes the bottom left. I'm going to tilt it more towards those. There's top left. There we go. Put it on. Hold it. Press. Move heat. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be good. Watch the solder molten and drop it like it's hot. I'm dropping it like it's hot, Rusty. By the way, if you guys haven't noticed yet, Rusty Russ in the chat, Rusty Russ is the best. Alright, let's check it out, guys. I'm going to let it cool down a minute. I guess we could look at it while it's cooling down. Sorry if it's shaky. I'm holding it in the air here, but I think that looks pretty good. Let me put it on the table. Let me clean that up. That looks pretty good to me. Let's clean it up. We got flux all behind it, underneath it. We're going to try and flush that out. While warm so it comes off. Yeah, I probably should have done it sooner. I'm going to heat it up a little bit and then hit it again. So next time, clean it while it's warm. Oh, what do you guys think? Let's give it a little poke. I can find my tweezers. Oh, there they are. I've done worse. Hey, a little confidence booster for me, thanks. Alright, let's see. Oh, that one's not on. That one's not on. Oh, no. I was feeling really good about that. I thought they looked like they were all on. None of them are on. Oh, we got one on. Oh man. I'm gonna heat it up and just redo this. Epic fail. I was on a high cloud there for a minute, guys. I was like, that looked good. We back. Oh no, was it buffering? Son of a. Remelt from under and reset. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so I guess I still got drop frame issues, guys. I had the internet guy here today, and he replaced filters on my internet line and said I should be good now. And then at the end, he's like, "Oh, something with your cable modem has issues with our service." And I'm like, "So now I gotta go get a new cable modem." That's what he said. If you still have issues, get a new cable modem. Alright, we're gonna remelt this and push it down better. Maybe I could see it. I'm going to tilt my scope a little bit so I can see it better. Alright, we're going to reheat this up. I don't know if I liked using those pliers. Last time I did it with just using the tweezers. So I'm gonna blame those pliers. Ow! Hot flux just dripped on my thumb. That hurt. Okay, not so much flux next time. I can't tell how... Ah, fuck, it did it again. Oh, that burned. Son of a bitch. Yeah, so that time everything moved. Ah, I'm hurting here, guys. Damn it. Let's see if yeah, we got it now, guys. Yeah, they're all on. So I maybe didn't heat it up enough, or maybe I got to wiggle it around a little bit. I really burned. That's probably a second-degree burn there, guys. That'll bubble up in a minute. Damn it. Okay, board is still hot. So this should clean up good. Yep. Yeah, that was a bad put. Like I said, I was using those the pliers instead of my tweezers, and I think that just gave me less feel, and I felt it drop in, and I don't think it actually ever dropped in. And now when I was using the tweezers there, I felt it drop in. I saw it move a little side to side, and I think that was the confirmation that like, hey, you're in. We're gonna find out in a minute here. Thumb is still hurting. Damn. That one's on. On, 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 on. Alright, they're all on. You open tweezers for wider contact. I feel like there's still a bunch of stuff in here. Oh, you know what? I'm curious what the port actually looks like. I hope I didn't ruin it. Where's Rusty Russ at? Did I ruin the port? Oh, there it is. Look, how's the inside of the port look? We're going to find out together here real quick. Nice. I did not pull a Rusty Russ there. One port today, boys. We're gonna clean up the flux mess from the last guy here. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Damn it. What? I'm curious, what flux did these guys use? That is not coming off with heat and a toothbrush. Yeah, maybe it is. All right. Let's blow it out. Oh no. Shit. My air compressor drained. Test, test. Okay. Sorry, guys. Apparently, I drained my air compressor tank and left it on. I think we are ready to boot this guy up. Echo mode. Oh, is it on echo? Oh no, what did I do? I don't know how to turn that off. How about now? It's more dramatic. Listen, I know one of these buttons does an echo. I'm just gonna turn this off. Alright, how's that? I don't know how to turn the echo off. DJ Sloth, give a shout out. Rusty Russ is the best. Oh, you want me to do it with the echo? Maybe I should have done it. Caveman sound. Alright, let's clean our table up here, guys. We're going to do a little testing here. In diode mode, we should be able to determine if this is good, or should I just plug it in? I kind of want to use my meter here just for shits and giggles here. I'd never did diode mode on this thing yet. Let's see how it works. I'm curious. I forget what the readings are supposed to be now. Damn it. Let me look it up real quick. The HDMI diode mode readings. I used to have here we go. Which one's pin 1? that's pin 1. What's that supposed to be? 800? Supposed to be 760? That's ground. That should be 760, 800, 760 again, 800. That's ground again. Nice. 760. We're at 810. And then 760. 810. Ground again. Yep. 762. Same thing. And 762. Next one should be ground. Yep. And then we got 762. That one's 800. And this one should be 645. Yep. 762. Uh-oh. That one's showing open. That's pin 14. I gotta look at that one. Maybe that one is loose. Next one should be 622. 570. I don't know. Ground again? Or no? Oh, I think I messed up now. What is this? 16. Okay. There's 17. 630. 660. We're at 530. Alright, so pin 14. I'm getting open. We're going to look at that one. So that is... Right. I'm assuming this is 1. I'm just going to check them all here real quick. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 on. 15, 16, I don't know. I didn't like that. 14 is no. Oh, okay. What? Okay. The thing I'm looking at here says it should have something, but maybe I'm looking at. I'm looking at a Series S. That could be why. But isn't HDMI the same thing? All right, we're gonna boot it up, guys. What do I got to do to boot it up? How far do I got to put it together? I assume I just stick it in here, and we got a nice dry spot. Looks like we got a nice dry spot here. I'm just gonna leave that. Who's that? Who's here is now following. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Yes, PS5. This is the second time I've ever had a PS5 apart. And I just replaced the HDMI for that's the second time I ever replaced an HDMI. So I'm on a roll tonight, and I think I'm doing good. It looked good. What am I missing here? I'm missing Listen, this guy? Was that supposed to go on first? It was. Okay, that is on. I don't know how this is supposed to be routed. Let me zoom out, guys. I'm sorry. I'm missing something. No, this is not for a customer. I just picked this up on Facebook Marketplace yesterday for 150 bucks, and they told me I had a bad HDMI or had it. I feel bad because the person I bought it off, they said they got ripped off. They bought it off of OfferUp for 250 bucks, and when they got home, they plugged it in. It didn't turn on, didn't do nothing. And they saw the HDMI port was all wiggly, and they called the guy or texted him, and I guess they paid him with Cash App, and he just ghosted them. So it was a young girl that I met with. She showed up with her father, and I was talking to him. I actually offered him. I said, "Listen, I'm just learning how to fix these, and if it's just HDMI, I will probably charge you 50 bucks to I'll sell it back to you for 200 bucks if I end up getting it working." So I might end up doing that, but they did. As soon as I said that, the guy said to me, "Don't worry about it. Her uncle has one that he's going to give her, and just to keep it if I fix it." So I did offer it. I did say, "Listen, if I get it working, I'm willing to sell it back to you for 50 bucks more." And they said, "Don't worry about it." But I felt bad. I hate when people get ripped off. All right. What do I got to do? I just got to put this guy on. Is that how that goes? Or is it good? It goes this way. That looks better. And then that like that. Let me know if I'm messing this up, guys. What do I usually repair? I don't repair anything. I usually break things. I'm just learning how to do this. So, but I used to, about 15 years ago, I used to hack Xbox 360s, RGH them, I used to flash the DVD drives and RGH them if anyone wanted that. So that's what I used to do. And then just recently, I wanted to learn how to repair stuff. And so this setup, I had this set up for probably 7 months now, and with the intention of documenting my repair process, how to do this and what I'm doing wrong, mainly so I know how to put things back together when I take it apart, because as of now I have no idea where all these screws go. So I'm just going to try and boot it up, and then hopefully I'm going to go back and rewatch the video to see how everything goes back together. And maybe one day I could. I don't want to make it a business. I'm not really trying. Like, this is me working here is kind of, it's I don't know how to say it. It's therapeutic when I fix things, and if I make it a business, it's just not going to have the same thing. I feel like it would lose its therapeutic value to me if I ended up making this a business and charged for this or whatever. But But yeah, hey, if anyone's got something they want to send me, don't expect me to fix it, but I could try. I have probably 10 Xbox 360s that from my days back 15 years ago that needed reball or reflow, and I didn't have the proper equipment for that. And I still don't have the proper equipment for it. I need a BGA machine. I don't have one yet. And I have about 15 of them that I told myself I would practice on because I have a couple PS3s. I have 2 that are backwards compatible that are yellow light of death or green light of death. And the main goal is to get good at this where I could probably bring those back to life is what I want to end up doing eventually. So what else do I need here, guys? That's connected. That. I want to put the fan on. So I got a question for you guys. Every time I see someone work on one of these, they set the fan this way and plug it in instead of actually like where it goes. Am I missing something? Is there a reason? Is there a reason they have it flipped up and just plugged in and sitting here like this instead of down in the hole? Let's see, send them a message when it's fixed along with the link to the stream. Tell them that they said don't worry about it, but you wanted to extend the offer. Yeah, I was planning on sending them a link to the stream because I did tell them that I started streaming and documenting my progress. So, and they said something about other consoles like a PS4 that needed a HDMI or something. So, I will reach out to them. Then if they say thanks, but that's okay, then just tell them it's no problem. If they need something fixed, you'll give it a try. Yeah, that's where you know what? I know why. Because if this fan spins, it's not connected. Okay. That makes perfect sense now. So this lets the fan spin free. If I had it flipped over, the fan actually hits and then this would spin and not be good. So that is why you flip the fan over. See that? We're learning something here, guys. Okay, moment of truth. Yeah, they could sell it for $300, $350. All right, video capture. Let's see here. HDMI is in. We need power. We got power. All right, I'm going to capture card, deactive, activate. All right, let's see what happens. We got fan, we got blue light. Do we have picture yet? We have, oh, guys, you can't see it. We got a PlayStation logo. Fuck yeah. There we go. Why is it not showing up? There it is. Easy pizza. All right. Let's see if the controller works. There it is. Wow, that's a lot of people on this console. How do I don't know PlayStation. I want to go to the main menu. I want to see what version it's on. Press the PS, but I am pressing it. HDMI stop. Yeah, it did. No, it was connected. I think the battery's dead. Let me that's not the right cord. Yeah, so I got a crappy capture card, guys. There we go. How do I just go to the main menu? Okay, next up, I need a new capture card. So what is that on 12? Oh, you guys, god damn it, you guys can't see. We're on 12.7, so that is not jailbreakable. All right, hey, we got a fixed console, guys. Change this. There we go. Yeah, third. I see. Where did I get this capture card from? I got this one from, I think, AliExpress. All right. I'm gonna shut it down before it overheats, which I don't know how. Put into rest mode. How do I shut it down? Do I hold it in? Yeah. This is actually. Yeah. So the one I have, just this cheap crap from AliExpress. I think it was like $20, and I swear it did work. But maybe I'm not plugged into USB 3 or something. That's the only thing I could think of. Let me see where I'm plugged into. I might have moved it around. Let me see. I did just get a new USB thing. Let's see if this fixes it. No, I turned it off. We'll see if that fixes it now. Maybe next stream I'll have a new capture card, guys. What is that? Is it not turning on now? Alright, I gotta eat dinner with family. Great job again. You're still on in a bit. Oh, if you're still on in a bit, I'll see if that. No, Rusty, I'm heading out, buddy. This was it. This was it for tonight. I got it working. We got picture. I am going to. I didn't even look at what version this motherboard is. It's an EDM 020. So hopefully I could use some voltages from this to check that other PlayStation I got. Why am I getting no picture now? .12.7 is highly jailbreak. Is that what? I thought it was. Okay, maybe I'm mistaken. I haven't looked up into the PS5 yet. So this is 1.1 or 1.12.7, and this is jailbreakable. Then that is freaking awesome. You sure about that for the PS5? I know PS4 goes up to like 13. What's up, Reflex? New Lewis Rossman video. YouTube lawsuit could end OBS and others. Oh, are you serious? Yeah, 10.01 or below. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought PS5 needed a lower firmware than the PS4. I know that pretty sure. So it would be nice if it didn't. All right, we are going to. Oh, I forgot to introduce you guys to something here. This here is my grandfather's soldering iron. Since his name was Lawrence, this soldering iron is now named Lawrence. And it is bigger than this PS5 board. Like, look at this. Oh, why is that camera not working now? Uh-oh. I unplugged the wrong camera before. Give me a second, guys. Trick you. All right, let's see if I got my camera back now. There we go. This this bad boy, we're gonna call it Lawrence after my grandfather, which my workshop here, my garage, this used to be his house that I purchased 2009. And he's no longer with us. But this was left in the garage. It's even got a thing to put it on a pulley, because this thing is like probably 7 or 8 pounds. So my next repair might be with this thing. Imagine that. You might see Lawrence in the next video. This is a Hexacon 700 watt. Let me see what else. It's a 700 watt Hexacon. I looked it up. They still sell them. It's a $500 soldering iron. And it looks like... I'm afraid to plug it in. I haven't plugged it in yet. It might blow a breaker in my house. I don't know. But you can see it was never even... I think we put a little solder on it for something just to mess around, and that was it. Needs its own power. Yes, I think I do have I have my refrigerator in here that it's on its own breaker. If I do plug that in, I might plug it in from over there. But I think that's going to be it for tonight, guys. I did recently pick up my dad's old Heathkit receiver from 1975. He bought it, or he built it, and I guess it broke. He bought another one to get parts off of, and I don't know if he just never touched it or never did anything. I didn't plug them in yet, but that might be my next stream, was where I diagnose that, take them apart. So it's an old antique receiver, hi-fi stereo. Stream died short. Back had... Okay. All right, we got CJP Backup is following. Hey, thanks for following. Appreciate it. Again, so I have previous repairs. Hello, friend. Your content is so amazing, so I gave you a follow. I just want to be your friend so we can stream together and share ideas together. If you don't mind, add me up on Discord. Hey, no. Well, I appreciate it, man. I'll look you up. We'll see what we can do. I'm not good at how to do Discord and OBS and stuff. I'm still learning all this stuff. So, who else just followed? Did I miss somebody? Moro CCO has subscribed. Thanks for subbing, Moro. Appreciate it. So we got a couple Twitch people on here. We got YouTube. I have no idea how many people are even watching. I should have probably looked at that. How do you tell how many... Someone tell me how many people are watching. I don't even know how to look at that. But if you guys like it, whatever, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. I'm trying to be here once a week. And I still have... So I have an Xbox 360 from my original first streams. I get 10 viewers. All right. Well, thanks for being here, guys. I still have an Xbox 360 that I attempted to reflow. I reballed it, and it still didn't boot up. It has a cool runner on it. So my next attempt might be at that. I would like to get some projects out of the way. I have a habit of starting something, not finishing it, and then starting something else. So I currently have that other PS5. Want to finish that. I have the Xbox 360. And then I'll probably get working on that hi-fi stereo. Drop to 6. That's because I'm heading out. But I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for being here. And I hope you guys learned something with me. If you did, whatever, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Later, guys.